Hey guys, it's Tanya from Poor Girls Jewelry. So happy that Tuesday is today and I have a time actually to film. Working today with the weirdest shape. I love half moon and I know there is a lot of jewelry with the half moon, but when you combine circle with the half moon, I think it's create really unique jewelry. This is my first piece that I made and I want to show you how from basically leftover 18 gauge or 16 gauge. I like 18 for this project, but you can use any wire you want. I have tons of 18 gauge little leftovers, and this size is actually perfect for making those half moony. So let's see, I have here, I wanted inches. So that is a little bit more than 1.5 inch. I don't know, I just cut a bunch of them. And that size I use in those pieces I create. So it's completely copper, this one. So it's the same thing here, but I put it in organic elongated leafy design. Planning to finish this necklace. That will be a part of the necklace. And I want to also use a little half moon there, attach, and then it will be a chain. And I want to use lapis lazuli as well for this one, so it will be matching. I start to prepare new pieces for new season, so that's a little glance what I'm doing right now. And let's talk about half moon. So half moon pieces, like I said, if you have leftovers, and I'm pretty sure we all have it. So after using your torch, it will shrink, and in my case, it shrink sort of a lot. It's like become like an inch. Yeah, a little bit more than an inch. Do you see it? Yeah, I even like inch. So if you want to, I can use a little bit more heat to create bigger bubble here. So I like 1 inch of that guy. So how I shape them, I use this tool, but you can use ring mandrel also. Just for me, it's easy because this, for me, it has size smaller here and then slowly up. So what I do is I just go around completely. I go around, do you see? Yeah. And then I just hold and go up, 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 all the way up. I like to stretch it. So it will be like this. Works each time. Perfect. And then I needed to hammer. Each of those that I put inside, they are hammered. See? Flat. And you hammer before you add these 24 gauge wire connector here. Just hammer. Let me hammer quickly because I want to show you. Sorry, I should have prepared, but I didn't. So here is the hammered one. And we will use, I will use 24 gauge. 24 or 22 gauge wire is perfect for that because we need it pretty stable connector for using in our jewelry later. I leave a little tail here. Let me just clean it so you can guys see it. I have a bunch of different wires here today. I'm working with sterling and copper, so they all laying down here on my bench. Okay, a little wire. Not a lot, just like this piece. And I put it on top of my half moon, and I will make one wrap. So that's what we will have. I just got Bunny running in my window. distract me. They always come visit me. So now round nose pliers, and we can start it from this top. So what I do, because I want to use it only tip of my round nose pliers, so I make one nice complete nice loop, and I like to do twice one, so we have one wrap and then I do another wrap. That's it, 2 wraps. And on the second one I cut right there. This goes to my leftover jar. Push it. Okay, so we have the first thing is done. That's the little loop. I don't like how it sits, but yeah, now we have another wire here. So we do the same basically thing. We just go around, try to go closer to your half moon and do the same thing. 1, 2. So we have 2 wraps here, 2 wraps here, right? I like to hold it on my round nose pliers and I go over that leg, inside and over again. Do you see? Like you attach. After 2 wraps, you go just around this little thing, so your wire come just right here, and you do 2 wraps in opposite direction. 1, 2. You see? So it's like 2 this way and 2 this way. So we'll have sort of like a cross stitch, I guess. I use a lot connection like that. And then I will remove it from my round nose plier. Make sure it sits in the middle like this, right? You can later adjust it. And then I use 1 wrap here, very tight. Go on the back around that little thing, that little guy, back, and we do 1 more stitch here. So we have 2 stitches, 2 stitches, 1 and 1, and that's it. We cut. Oh, this is wrong cutter. This is a good cutter. And I will just press that 24 gauge inside nicely. That's it. And we have this little guy. So I also like to push a little bit these guys so they sit nicely together. And then this little loop will go this way. So mine going in the same direction. You see, like, yeah, you can adjust it nicely up. That's how my connector look like. The little connector look like. So from there, you can guys go and create anything you want. You can add, like in this case, jump ring and any bead. Add it the same way to your frame. I did the same way, same connection. Do you see it? Same exactly connection. 2, 2 and 1 here. Like I said, I will plan to do a little moon here, and then we'll add it with a simple chain. I think that would be more than enough in this piece. Guys, let me know what you think, because it's very hard to design something in wire wrapping, because there's a lot of videos on YouTube, and sometimes it's hard to look at the pieces with the fresh new eyes and create something totally different. But I try not to even look online. I never watch anybody's videos, so maybe that's why my stuff is a little different. But I do like shapes, and trying to make this collection for next year a little bit different. So that's what I want to share today with you. Let me know what you think. Leave a comments below. Hope I will see you next Tuesday again. Shows are over, so I can now more concentrate at what I do. I'm creating. Thank you guys for watching. I'll talk to you again soon. Bye bye.